What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Never Fail, and what is going on, everybody? What is going on? Oh, here we go. Some Super Mario Bros. 1. Back when this game was released for the original NES on 1985? Yeah, 1985, the original release for this game. Your boy Never Fail was still shitting in diapers. Yeah, I was a mighty 1 year old, born in 1984, in December of 84. Oh, turning 30 this year, man. Getting old. Getting old. And I feel it, man. I feel it every day. Let's be honest. So, anywho. It's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to title this. I don't know. Probably be the Nostalgia Feeling episode 2 or some shit like that. But anyway, I want to talk about a little bit of the old NES games, to be honest. Because something I've noticed as gaming has changed in the new gen and all that stuff is the simple fact being that games just don't seem to be as challenging as they used to. I am a big fan of doing away with easy mode, because most games that have it, you know, your Batmans, your God of Wars, games like that, they're not meant for children anyway, not to that degree. So why have easy mode? No point in having easy mode on the game. I liked it better when it was like this. You either did your thing or you didn't. And you only had 3 lives to start with, man. You had to beat this shit in one setting. No saving and all that stuff. You know, the game obviously isn't that long. And what you see is basically me trying to do a speed run. Now, I know you're probably starting to wonder, like, what the hell are you doing, Never Fail? But it's me trying to do a speed run. See how fast I can beat the game. And boy, and this is without dying. No deaths whatsoever. And I'll be honest with you, man, it took a lot of attempts to get this shit done. Had quite a few getting to level 8-2 or 8-3, 8-1. I never really died before then, but getting to those levels and then dying. And it was pretty fucking frustrating to get, you know, to like the castle and then die or some shit. Very frustrating. But anyway, you know, like I said, you had to do this all in one setting. There was no sit there and save it. There was no dying 3 times and continue. And if you died and lost all your lives, you went back to World 1. And I love that. I think it's something that definitely could make a nice return to video games. Unfortunately, it has not happened. It probably will not happen. But I'd like to see it. And, you know, I've been watching a lot of top 10 YouTube videos. And I watched one that was top 10 hardest not Super Nintendo, but NES games. And man, did it have a long list of video games that were pretty fucking difficult. And here we are already in World 8 like a boss, under 3 minutes, I believe, or right at 3 minutes. But had so many challenging games. You had Contra, Mega Man, fucking Mario. You had Silver Surfer, probably the hardest Super Nintendo or regular Nintendo game ever. Then the Super Nintendo games weren't much easier, man. They weren't. You had Battletoads and Ninja Turtles and all that crap. Man, it was a lot of challenging games. Oh, you ought to seen first time I actually beat this game again since I've downloaded it on the Wii. On this level right here, I actually had exactly 0 seconds showing left on the clock before I hit the flag. So don't know how I beat the level, to be honest, that time. But anyway. Yeah, a lot of challenging games, especially when you're a child. And I'll be honest with you, this shit kind of has stood the test of time. It hasn't gotten any easier as I've gotten older. You know, actually it's probably gotten a little bit harder, to be honest, because of the old reaction times just not being what they used to be. And you'll see that in certain situations where the reaction times just aren't as good. How many people have died in that spot right there? But where the reaction times just are not as good as they used to be. Can't do the things I used to be able to do on Mario, but anywho, I can still beat the game, and that's what's most important, right? Definitely what's most important is being able to beat the game. And I know you see my eyes wandering because I'm looking at both sides of the laptop here, just trying to make sure everything's recording. And this is actually the second go around on this, man. I don't know what happened with the first one, but this shit did not do right. I don't know, man. Like, fucking Videocom was extremely way longer than the actual gameplay. So hopefully this time around we'll see some better results. And I think the biggest challenge is going to be with this commentary is figuring out where in the blue hell to put the video portion of my commentary. it's gonna be definitely gonna be a little bit of a challenge. Oh, I think I'm about to get hit for the first time and only time. Yep, just too much shit coming at me all at once. Ooh. Ooh, and how many people have died in this part right here? I don't even know. You probably show your age if you played this game and you died right there and been frustrated. God knows I have had my fair share of frustrations right there. So, yeah, I wonder how many other people have had their frustrations right there, because that shit was a pain in the ass. I remember that being a real big bitch when I was a kid. But it's not anymore, right? I can do this no problems now. Learn how to do it, and it's not an issue. What I really found funny, going back playing these Mario games, is still remembering where the majority of the big time stuff is. Don't necessarily remember all the little hidden blocks and all that stuff are, but I do remember where the majority of the stuff is. So I think that's pretty neat to be able to remember that. And yep, we're gonna go ahead and let Bullet Bob here go ahead and go on by. And my favorite part is, ooh, almost got hit by the hammer and got killed. That was close too. That was close. My favorite part is, though, like I said, with the Super Mario World part, is actually playing this stuff with my little girl. I'm starting to get her a little bit acclimated with the type of controls and all that stuff and everything that she needs to do. So we've been having a lot of fun with this. She's actually been trying to stay up late as God knows what to play with me, which is, you know, it's cool because I like spending time with her. I don't get to spend a whole lot of time with her due to my work schedule. But also she's got to start learning to go to bed on, you know, bedtime, because she got school coming up next year, man. She'll start school. I'm getting old, man. Like I said, I'm getting old. And I tell you, watching your child grow and learn new things, man, it fills you full of pride and it breaks your heart all at the same time, because you know they're growing up and this is probably the best it's ever going to be, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I really, you know, enjoy watching her learn and become a little more independent as she goes along and all that fun stuff. I tell you though, parenting is rough, man. It's rough because you got to be mean. Sometimes you can't, you know, you got to be the jerk. But it is what it is, you know. You can't have your child running around acting a fool. Obviously, they need to have respect. They got to learn discipline and all that fun stuff. But it breaks your heart when you have to do something that makes them cry and all that stuff, man. It really does. But, you know, take the good with the bad. All the fun times definitely outweigh the times where she has to be in trouble because she's doing something she doesn't need to be doing and she has to learn better. So, yeah. Anybody that hadn't had kids yet that wants to have kids, go ahead and be ready for that. Oh boy, the first time you have to do something and they look at you all pouty lipped and shit, man, it can break your heart. Break your heart, especially if you're a dad and you got a little girl, man. You know, it's a little easier for the fathers to discipline sons than it is for them to discipline a little girl, because it's daddy little girl, man, you know. But gotta do what you gotta do as a parent. That is a must. That is a must. And we are in World 8-4 trying to save this stupid ass princess. You know, who would have ever thought, man, this chick would be able to just keep getting herself kidnapped and captured and all that shit. Somebody need to teach this chick some self-defense. She need to take a few self-defense classes, man. Maybe some maybe some karate classes or something, so she can learn how to fight for herself, because this is ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. And this is a part I go slow on, man. It's not even that hard, but something about this part just absolutely causes me to get screwed up. And when that happens, I lose my firepower. And when you lose your firepower, bad things happen, because there's a hammerhead brother right on the outside of here, which absolutely pisses me off when I don't have firepower. But when you got firepower, that shit is super easy. Just like the actual fucking King Koopa, Bowser, whatever you want to call him. He's all easy. Look at that shit. Look at that weird ass glitching out shit. Anyway, I rambled on about a bunch of nothing. Hope you enjoyed the video commentary. You just saw me save a little midget ugly princess, and it took less than 9.5 minutes, which makes me happy. And we're coming to an end, man. We're coming to an end. This video is almost over. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Cut.